Good morning, fellow billionaires. This is Silver 5150 with your morning update for Thursday, July 16th, 2020. Now, here we have three of my favorite things. First up is my graded PGCS 68 2008 Zimbabwe $50 trillion note from the great hyperinflation of Zimbabwe back in 2008. This bill here started out as a 1 and 5, and I think they had 10s, and then they end up going, 20, 50, and $100 trillion on these as hyperinflation started to run rampant and burn the Zimbabwe economy to the ground. And in fact, Zimbabwe now, some 12 years later, they're going through hyperinflation again and all kinds of contortions, trying to keep their stock market together and trying to keep their currency from going into hyperinflation again. So hyperinflation is not a one-time deal. It can rear its ugly head again and destroy and ravage your economy more than once. Ask the Russians. They'll tell you all about it. All right, next up is going to be my APMEX 1 gram 999 fine silver note. This is something APMEX was experimenting with back 5 years ago to see if actual hard currency was possible in a physical and wallet-bound form. So it's in a laminate, and it wouldn't last very long without the lamination. And so you can see that there would have to be some kind of technology or treatment to help it maintain some staying power, some durability, maybe a little titanium or something like the American Silver Eagle, right? This is, it's only 1 gram, but it's very thin. And so it's supposed to work like a currency note. Very cool. And last but not least, yay! I finally got my Silver Game of Thrones stickers. Silver Game of Thrones, thank you very much. And you guys can see that design there. I believe it's from the Destiny Knight series. And these stickers are holographic. Pretty cool, huh? Look at that. Yes, and I've got more than one. Thank you, sir. I'm going to share one with someone that I think would benefit from it, and probably put this one on a Sequoia over here at some point if I put stickers on my windows. All right, and if you guys hadn't tuned in, last night Silver Game of Thrones put out an epic video about, no BS, because he is definitely a no BS guy. He wants the silver space to stay, as pure as possible. And if you have been a long-time stacker, to be responsible to new stackers by not leading them in the wrong direction and to encourage them to actually develop their own strategy, which I absolutely agree with and love. I do my show a certain way. I basically try to draw people in, get their attention. It's kind of like P.T. Barnum or, the greatest show on earth. Get your attention, come on in to the space, and then we'll talk about, the potential of silver. Because we have not got to the sell side yet, and we're not using silver to buy other assets, it would seem that everything I talk about is speculation, but we really don't know until we get there. All right, I do go, off the deep end a bit, and some of my videos I entitle as much, but the idea is to basically let you know that you cannot be hurt by silver. Why do I know this? Because I've done everything reckless you can think of, and I'm still here. I'm still standing. All right, but yes, I'm glad that all the content providers out there are doing their best to provide useful information for those that are new to the space. And welcome to all the new subscribers, by the way, here at my channel and into the silver stacking space, or precious metals for that matter. All right, and now on to the markets. So it looks like stock futures are down today. They're trying to give back, I guess, a lot of the gains they had yesterday. The reality is starting to set in. We've got earnings coming out for a series of banks. We've got some big companies going to be putting out some numbers today. We had some turmoil last night in the social media space where Twitter got hacked for some Bitcoin last night. Now, the thing is, Bitcoin in and of itself is not the thing that was hacked. It was Twitter that was hacked. Bitcoin is impossible to hack, as far as I know, because of the ledger that it's bound in. But if you have your own private key for cryptocurrencies, you can always protect yourself and not have them on some kind of Coinbase or something. Anyway, and so there's pressure from that, and then there's all kinds of other economic things coming out today with earnings reports, and those numbers are probably not going to be very good, and so the market's anticipating that activity. As a result, right now, the Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and small caps are all down about 0.75%. I think small caps are only down about 0.25%, not giving back those huge gains they had yesterday, which was very impressive. Very, very impressive. So, all right. Gold and silver. Yes, gold and silver are doing pretty good. The yellow metal right now It's consolidating. It's down a little bit, probably about $7 to 1806, I believe. And then silver right now is still holding above that 1916 line at 1963. And looking to, take a break today, consolidate, like I said, continue to go straight across the board. And if you guys have been watching the precious metals charts, you can see that they don't move around nearly as much as equities do. And towards the end of the trading session, they always seem to follow a very tight straight line, meaning that the powers that be, the banksters and the derivatives peddlers, they are out there pouring on the paper to keep gold and silver from reaching further heights. But I can tell you this, the days of cheap silver are coming to an end, like Silver Game of Thrones said, day by day. Day by day. Now, I am expecting to pull back, but I'm only expecting to pull back because, it's happened in the past. I'm using historical events to try to anticipate, future occurrences, and that may, be wrong. And, in a way, I hope I'm wrong because I am bullish on silver. I want to see silver thrive. It's been suppressed for so long that, it's time for it to shine. So if you're new to the space, my advice to you is to accumulate as much as you can, because once we get on the sell side, and what I mean by the sell side, once we get on the sell side of this market, it's not going to be very much talk about, how to buy silver at that point. You're going to be trying to look at how to reallocate silver or gold into other assets or into other resources that you will anticipate needing in the future for your family, for your, retirement, what have you. So for now, it's all about accumulate, and make sure that you are ready for letting some go when the price is right. Who knows when that's going to be? It's going to be down the road, but I'm sure we'll all be talking about it at some point or another. All right, so tonight, it looks like we're going to revisit my theory on what I consider to be the mother of all shopping sprees, which is not to be confused with yesterday's show, which was what silver would look like fairly valued later on in the world. And so this will be a little more interesting. This is going to get down into the meat and potatoes of actually purchasing stuff or trading stuff for silver. And the idea is basically to use hyperinflated silver or inflated silver to buy into a deflated market. So we'll look at that. If you're looking for deals today, the only thing I saw on online was silver.com. They had those Asahi rounds for just over $22 a round on volume pricing. So if you have the means and the desire to go get those Asahi rounds, they do have them at silver.com. I don't know what the volume is, but it looks like you can get some for well under $23 a piece. And so, that's the world we live in. But if you're trying to get some, that is a place to do it. Okay, I think that's going to be all for today. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for work like we all do. Go out there and take on a day, man, and, give 100%, 120%, make it count, get that fiat capital so we can go and buy some silver or save in other ways or prepare in other ways to make sure that your stack is protected and to make sure that your preparations are well-rounded and that you are diversified in every direction. You want to make sure that you're healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually for the coming crisis. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I will see you this evening, with a show about using your silver to buy in a deflated market. Ought to be a lot of fun. We'll talk to you later. Cheers.